All right, for part 5 of 6th grade math, we are talking about coordinate grids, okay? So I drew a coordinate grid over here, or a coordinate plane. So we have essentially 2 number lines. I have a horizontal number line that we're used to seeing, right? My positives are over here, my negatives are over here. What's right here at this intersection? We know this is the number 0, right? So I have a horizontal vertical line, and the horizontal line is x. Okay? Now, when I look here, I have what's called the vertical number line, which is y. So these are my x's and my y's. So the vertical number line, notice here is 0. My negatives are down here, my positives are towards the top. Think of a thermometer, one of those vertical thermometers that you've seen before. Okay? So if I look over here, if I had a point that was over here in this area, it would be a positive x and a positive y. Now I'm sure you're saying, wait, which one goes first? Remember, just like the alphabet, x is first. It is my first coordinate. So that means that this is x and this number means y. So notice this is x and this is y. So if I had 2, 3, right, the 2 represents an x, the 3 represents a y. So I have to go on my x2, right? Here's the number 2, and then I have to go to my y3. So I go up to my y3. And this would be the point, 2, 3. Okay, and like I said, that's positive, positive. If we look here, our x values are now negative, but our y values are still positive. Okay, so this means this would be, let's say, this one is -4, right? I do my x first, -4, comma, I went up to the number 1. Okay, this quadrant down here has x's that are x's that are negative, but also y's that are negative. So this is my negative quadrant. So a point here could be, let's say we go -5, comma, -3. So we go x -5 down to -3. Okay. And then our last quadrant here, our x's are positives, but our y's are negative. So this one could be 1, comma, -1. I go over to 1 and down to -1. Okay, and that could be that point right there. Now, what if I stayed on this number line? What if I said, I'm going to go to right here? What is my x value here? My x value is 2. What is my y value? It is 0. So this would be 2, 0. And the reverse of that, right, would be 0, 2, which means I didn't move on my x-axis, but I went up to the number 2. If I stayed right here, this is 0, 0. This is called the origin, right? This is where my graph starts, is at the origin. Okay? And an easy way to remember what's called the quadrants, because you'll have to label them. This is quadrant 1, this is quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. I know it's weirdly numbered, but think of what this is called. This is called a coordinate plane, and the word coordinate starts with the letter C. So if you draw C, that tells you the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. You start here, you draw your C. Okay? All of that information will help you answer the 5 questions that you have today. Okay?